Alright, you guys, today I'm going to show you how to work on this grammar implementation. This is counting as your second grammar assessment, so it's very imperative for the grammar portion of your grade. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of writing that you've done in the last year. It has to be original work, but it could be personal writing, an essay that you completed for this class, an essay completed for another class, just something that you're proud of, a journal entry, whatever. And then you are going to go through and you're only going to highlight one piece one section where you used an apostrophe correctly. So you're not going through and highlighting every single apostrophe, just one instance where you've used it correctly. And you're going to highlight it in pink. If you can't remember how to use an apostrophe, you can click on this. Same thing goes all the way throughout. Then you're going to highlight in orange one sentence that uses a comma correctly, one in yellow for a semicolon, one in green. You are welcome to edit your writing if you need to in order to get all 4 examples down. You're welcome to message me and ask me questions, but I would just double, triple make sure that you are using each section or you're using each grammar piece correctly, because if you notice this is 16 points, it's worth the same as your ACT grammar assessment, I guess 1 point more, and it's really simple to lose out on 4 points, because if you don't get it correctly, like, it's just, you know, you're not going to get full credit. So I'm going to show you how this looks in mine. So first I'm going to highlight an apostrophe where I used it correctly. I'm going to use Control F to find an apostrophe. Oh yeah, alright, so Samuel Beckett, he wrote this play, Waiting for Godot. This was an essay I wrote in college, by the way. So that's where I used the apostrophe correctly. So I'll go ahead and highlight that in pink. That's not pink, is it? There we go. The next one is orange, and it is for a comma. So I'm going to find a time where I used a comma correctly. And I feel really confident in my writing as far as like how to use commas correctly, etc. However, if you weren't sure, I would absolutely recommend double and triple checking with friends, with the internet, with study guides, whatever you need. Okay, so this is using a list of words. Sure, I'll highlight that. The next one is looking for a place to highlight in yellow, a semicolon. I'm going to use my Control F again, search for a semicolon, and I'll make sure that it's correct. Yep, that's fine. So I'm going to highlight all of that, and I don't really care if like you highlight some of it. I'm not going to be picky on what you highlight, just enough that when I'm reading through it, I know what you're aiming for. And then highlight in green, subject-verb agreement. That's really simple. Almost every single sentence, in fact, every single sentence should have a subject and a verb. So you can take any random one, and you're just making sure that the verb, like are, or make sense, or dragging, or, I don't know, Buddha states. So you would say like the Buddhas state, but the Buddha states, right? So you just have to make sure that the subject and the verb agree. So that works just as good as anything else. I'm going to highlight that. I think it was green, if I recall correctly. Yeah, cool. And then once I'm finished, I'm going to go ahead and take this and submit. If you don't want to ruin your writing, because it's not fun to have all these little colors in a piece of work that you're proud of, you can also do File. This is what I did for this one. I did File and then Make a Copy. And then that way you have a new document to work off of. Okay, I think that's it. Bye, you guys.